Picture this. You've been training consistently for 2 years. You've grown your business to 6 figures. You drive a solid car, and you present yourself well. On paper, you're everything that dating coaches claim women want, but when you interact with women, something feels slightly off. They're polite, but not emotionally invested. They'll go on dates, but won't actively pursue you. You feel like you're always the one initiating effort, while they remain guarded and distant. Meanwhile, you observe your friend who lives in a small studio, drives an outdated car, and has no impressive credentials on paper. Yet, women become absolutely fixated on him. They text him constantly, they pursue him relentlessly, and they'll do anything to hold on to his attention. You can't figure out what he possesses that you lack. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about female attraction isn't just inaccurate, but completely reversed? What if I told you that the very traits you believe make you desirable are actually destroying women's attraction toward you? And what if I told you that the key to making women become emotionally hooked on you has nothing to do with your accomplishments, and everything to do with your inner state? Today, I'm going to uncover the hidden psychology behind female attachment and fixation. I'm going to show you exactly how women slip into deep, all-consuming desire for certain men, while staying entirely indifferent to others who appear objectively superior. But, I need to caution you, what you're about to discover will dismantle everything you believe about attraction, success, and your own sense of worth. This isn't just dating guidance. This is a total shift in perspective that will transform how you see yourself and how you engage with the world. Pay close attention, because once you grasp these principles, you'll never view attraction the same way again. Before we break down how women become addicted, we need to tear apart the biggest myth ever sold to men about attraction. Society has conditioned you to believe that female desire functions like a checklist, that if you gather enough status, value, and accomplishments, women will naturally feel attracted to you. This is the formula they've handed you: get fit, earn money, sharpen your social skills, learn, game, display your value, and women will fall for you. You've been told that attraction is about chemistry, compatibility, and proving your worth through external success. Men who buy into this idea spend years improving themselves on the outside while remaining completely unappealing to women. They grow frustrated, resentful, and confused because they're following a map that leads nowhere. Here's the truth they never tell you: women don't fall in love with your accomplishments. They fall in love with your internal state. They don't get addicted to what you own, they get addicted to who you are when no one is paying attention. The most attractive trait a man can have has nothing to do with his money, his body, or his social rank. It's something far more uncommon and influential. And it's something most men will never cultivate, because they're too focused on seeking external approval. Let me introduce you to the concept that will completely transform how you understand attraction: sexual market value imbalance. This is the hidden force behind every instance of female fixation and emotional attachment. Women only develop deep, consuming attraction when they perceive a man's sexual market value as substantially higher than their own. But this is where almost everyone misunderstands it. Sexual market value isn't defined by objective metrics like wealth or physical appearance. It's shaped by perception, and perception is governed by your internal state. Let me give you an example that explains this perfectly. Imagine you're at a bar with 10 people, 4 men and 6 women. One of the men is a multimillionaire with a private jet, an elite physique, and high-end designer clothing. Another man is financially struggling, drives an old car, and wears simple clothes. But when someone makes a comment, the broke guy delivers a perfectly timed, sharp response without trying to impress anyone. He says it with total confidence and genuine presence. In that moment, every woman in the group will feel a stronger attraction toward him than the millionaire, because he just displayed higher sexual market value through his internal state. This is what most men fail to grasp. Sexual market value is about energy, not assets. It's about how you move through the world, not what's sitting in your bank account. A man with internal confidence and authenticity will always outrank a man with external success who lacks those qualities. Women operate within what I call the value frame system. This is how they mentally sort and rank men. And it has absolutely nothing to do with your resume or your accomplishments. When a woman meets you, she isn't calculating your income or measuring your physique. She's reading your energetic presence. She's subconsciously asking herself questions. Does this man recognize his own value? Is he searching for my approval? Does he need me to affirm him? Is he at ease with who he is? Within seconds, she places you into one of 2 categories: above me or below me. If she perceives you as above her, she'll begin the process of developing attachment to you. If she perceives you as below her, her interest fades, no matter how impressive your credentials appear. The harsh irony is that the men who try the hardest to impress women automatically position themselves in the below me category. When you're attempting to prove your worth, you're signaling that you don't believe your value is innate. And that's fatal to attraction. Meanwhile, the man who isn't trying to impress anyone, who's comfortable with himself and doesn't seek external approval, naturally signals higher value. He's placed in the above me category, and that's where her attachment begins. One of the strongest triggers of female addiction is preselection, the perception that other women want you. But most men completely misinterpret how preselection actually works. They assume it means flirting with other women in front of her or boasting about their dating history. This beginner-level thinking backfires because it reveals desperation to demonstrate value. True preselection is quiet and genuine. It's the presence of a man who has options but doesn't feel the need to chase them. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you're desired, not from trying to convince someone you are. When a woman senses that other women find you attractive, she doesn't just become competitive, she becomes curious. She starts wondering what those other women see in you. And that curiosity is the first phase of addiction. But here's the crucial point: you can't manufacture preselection. Women have evolved to detect authenticity at a subconscious level. If you're acting like you have options while secretly craving her attention, she'll feel the misalignment and lose interest. And this leads us to one of the most critical concepts in understanding female psychology: the difference between internal and external worth. Most men spend their entire lives constructing external value, money, status, accomplishments, physical upgrades, while completely ignoring their inner state. They believe that if they simply stack enough external signs of success, confidence and attraction will naturally follow. But here's what actually takes place: you can hand a man $5 million, a flawless physique, public recognition, and model-tier looks, and if his internal state is still insecure and approval-seeking, he will remain unattractive to women. Meanwhile, a man with average external conditions but unbreakable inner confidence will have women competing for his attention. Why? Because women are drawn to energy, not possessions. They fall in love with how you make them feel, not what you're able to provide materially. When confidence is built on external success, it's fragile and situational. But when it's rooted in genuine self-acceptance and inner calm, it becomes magnetic and stable. Men who grasp this truth stop chasing outside approval and begin cultivating internal strength. They become outcome independent, self-affirmed, and authentically confident. These are the men women become addicted to. Nothing destroys female attraction faster than a man searching for validation. When you rely on her approval, her praise, or her attention to feel okay about yourself, you enter what I call the validation death spiral. This is why so many men who look successful on paper struggle with women. They've built their entire identity around external success, yet they still need others to confirm that success to feel valuable. They're like accomplished beggars, offering plenty, but still pleading for approval. Women detect this neediness instantly. When you seek validation, you signal that you don't trust your own value. And if you don't believe in your worth, why should she? The men who create female addiction operate from the opposite framework. They are self-validated. They recognize their value without needing external confirmation. They can accept compliments without clinging to them, and they can handle criticism without being shattered by it. This self-validation is extremely attractive because it's so uncommon. Most people are desperately chasing approval, so when you encounter someone who doesn't need it, their perceived status immediately rises in your mind. One of the most attractive qualities a man can develop is the ability to be fully present in the moment. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly rare and powerful. Most men are either trapped in the past, regrets, failures, comparisons, or fixated on the future, goals, plans, endless what-ifs. They're never fully present with the woman they're speaking to because their thoughts are constantly spinning with tactics, methods, and desired outcomes. But when you're able to be completely present, truly attentive, genuinely involved, and fully at ease with silence, you create a magnetic pull that draws women toward you. They feel noticed, understood, and appreciated in a way most men are incapable of offering. This presence also signals confidence and inner certainty. A man who can remain calm and grounded isn't worried about what's coming next or trapped by what's already happened. He's comfortable with himself and his current situation, and that ease is deeply attractive. Here's a reality-shifting truth that changes everything: most of your goals, wants, and insecurities aren't actually yours. They've been installed by culture, media, and social conditioning. Think about it. Why do you want a six-pack? Why do you want a luxury car? Why do you want to hit a specific income level? If you're honest, it's likely because you've been told these things equal attractiveness, success, or worth. But what if you wiped the slate clean? What if you ignored everything society told you to want and asked yourself what you genuinely desire? Most men have never done this because they're too busy pursuing ambitions that don't even belong to them. The men who create female addiction have escaped this manufactured reality. They live by their own standards, follow their own interests, and define success on their own terms. That authenticity is magnetic because it's rare in a world full of conditioned people. Most men think they want external success when what they truly want is confidence. They believe they want abs, when what they actually crave is the confidence they assume abs will bring. They think they want money, when what they really want is the confidence they believe money provides. But here's the issue: external success doesn't create real confidence. It creates conditional confidence, confidence that vanishes the moment those achievements are threatened. Genuine confidence comes from self-acceptance, not constant self-upgrading. It comes from being okay with who you are right now, not from becoming someone else. That's why some highly successful men remain deeply insecure, while some average men possess unshakable confidence. When you try to build confidence through external accomplishments, you're subtly telling yourself that you're not enough as you are. That belief gets internalized, and it actually weakens your confidence instead of strengthening it. Here's an uncomfortable truth most men don't want to face: when sex becomes your main objective with women, you hand them all the power. Think about it logically. If your happiness, self-esteem, and emotional state hinge on whether a woman sleeps with you, you've turned her into the controller of your well-being. She decides whether you feel good or bad about yourself. Women pick up on this desperation instantly. When they sense that sex is your underlying motive, they know they have leverage. They can use the possibility of sex to influence your behavior, and remove it to regain control. But when sex isn't your primary focus, when you're genuinely interested in connection, conversation, and enjoying the moment, you keep your power. You're no longer dependent on her for validation or fulfillment, which paradoxically makes her more inclined to pursue you sexually. This leads us to one of the most counterintuitive principles of attraction. Sometimes, the most attractive move you can make is saying no to sex. When you can turn down sexual opportunities because you're not in the right headspace, because you want to deepen the connection first, or simply because you don't feel like it, you demonstrate a level of abundance and self-discipline most men don't have. That behavior sends clear signals: you have options. You're not desperate. You value more than just physical gratification. And you're not easily controlled or swayed. All of these traits are deeply attractive to women. Most men are so deprived of female attention that they'll accept any sexual opportunity, no matter the context. But the men who generate female addiction understand that, at times, refusal is more powerful than acceptance. At the core of male attractiveness lies Stoicism, the ability to stay calm, centered, and unaffected by outside circumstances. This doesn't mean being cold or emotionless, it means being emotionally grounded and stable. When you can preserve your internal state regardless of how she treats you, what she says, or how she tests you, you display a form of strength women find irresistible. You become like a rock in a storm, solid, dependable, and immovable. This stoicism also enables true presence. When you're not fixated on outcomes, craving approval, or attempting to impress her, you're free to simply enjoy her company as it is. That authenticity is what creates deep attraction and addiction. Understanding how women experience attraction differently from men is essential to creating obsession. Men are largely visual beings, we're drawn to what we see. Women, however, are primarily emotional beings, they're drawn to how they feel. That's why women can become fixated on men who aren't especially handsome, while feeling nothing for men who are objectively good-looking but emotionally flat. It's also why women consume romance novels and become aroused by language and emotion, rather than imagery alone. Once you grasp that women fall in love through emotion, you stop obsessing over your appearance and start focusing on the experience you create for them. You realize that your personality, your energy, and your presence matter far more than your looks. Grounded men are magnetic to women because groundedness is incredibly rare in modern society. Most men are restless, reactive, and constantly searching for something external to feel whole. But when you're grounded, truly at ease with yourself, your life, and your circumstances, you become magnetic. People are naturally drawn to your stability and calm. Women, in particular, are attracted to this energy because it makes them feel secure and protected. Being grounded also shields you from the traps that destroy attraction: neediness, seeking validation, dependence on outcomes, and emotional reactivity. When you're grounded, you maintain your center no matter what's unfolding around you. The ultimate secret to creating female addiction is cultivating genuine inner peace. This means being fully comfortable with who you are, where you are, and what you have right now. This doesn't mean you stop growing or evolving, it means you improve from a place of self-respect rather than self-rejection. You work on yourself because you choose to, not because you feel obligated to earn love. When you achieve this internal peace, several transformations occur. You stop chasing approval from others. You become naturally confident and authentic. You're comfortable with silence and solitude. You no longer rely on anyone else to feel complete. You can give love freely, without needing it returned. This energy is intoxicating to women because it's so rare. Most people carry internal wounds, insecurities, and neediness. Encountering someone who has genuinely healed and found peace with themselves is magnetic. Women become addicted to men who can create authentic connection. This isn't about shared hobbies or similar interests, it's about being able to meet her in the moment, truly see her, and resonate with her essence. Achieving this requires presence, empathy, and emotional intelligence. You must be able to read her energy, understand her emotions, and respond genuinely, not strategically. Most men are so focused on tactics, strategies, and outcomes that they never learn to truly connect. They speak while planning their next move, rather than being fully present in the moment. The deepest attraction emerges when masculine and feminine energies merge in perfect polarity. This isn't about gender roles or traditional relationships, it's about energy dynamics. Masculine energy, presence, direction, strength, groundedness. Feminine energy, flow, emotion, intuition, receptivity. When these energies align, they generate magnetic attraction. Most modern men have lost touch with their masculine energy. They're reactive, emotional, and constantly seeking approval, traits traditionally associated with femininity. Meanwhile, many women have developed masculine traits to succeed in today's world. When a woman meets a man truly anchored in his masculine energy, she can relax into her feminine energy. This polarity sparks deep attraction and addiction. Perhaps the single most powerful trait you can develop is non-reactivity. This means maintaining your emotional balance regardless of what she says or does. You don't get upset when she tests you, overly excited when she compliments you, or anxious when she's distant. Non-reactivity communicates several highly attractive qualities: emotional stability and maturity, confidence in your own worth, abundance mentality, freedom from desperation for her approval, leadership potential, ability to handle pressure, mystery, she can't easily manipulate or predict you. When you remain non-reactive, she must work harder to elicit emotional responses from you. This creates investment, and investment leads to attachment. Now that you understand the psychology behind female addiction, how do you implement these principles in your life? Audit your motivations. Examine everything you're pursuing and ask yourself, am I doing this for myself, or for others' approval? Be brutally honest. If you're working out to impress women, earning money to gain status, or developing skills to prove your worth, you're trapped in validation. Develop internal validation. Begin deriving your self-worth from within, rather than from external markers. Practice self-acceptance, self-compassion, and self-love. Learn to validate yourself so you no longer rely on others to do it. Cultivate presence. Practice being completely present in your interactions. Put your phone aside, stop strategizing your next move, and just fully engage with whoever you're speaking to. This simple adjustment will significantly elevate the quality of your connections. Embrace authenticity. Stop trying to be the version of yourself you think women want, and start being who you truly are. This takes courage because you risk rejection, but it's the only way to generate genuine attraction. Develop stoicism. Strengthen your emotional regulation. Practice staying calm under pressure, remaining unaffected by criticism, and centered regardless of circumstances. This is the cornerstone of masculine magnetism. Cultivate internal peace. Do the inner work necessary to heal past wounds, resolve insecurities, and find harmony within yourself. This may include therapy, meditation, spiritual practices, or personal growth work. Understanding how women get addicted isn't just about dating success, it's about becoming the kind of man who naturally draws high-quality people and meaningful relationships into his life. When you live by these principles, you'll notice that not only women, but everyone, treats you with more respect and attention. These qualities, authenticity, presence, groundedness, non-reactivity, and internal peace, are universally attractive. They make you a better leader, friend, colleague, and human being. Before we conclude, here's an important warning: do not use this knowledge to manipulate or exploit women. The principles I've shared are powerful, and power carries responsibility. Use this understanding to become a better man, not to take advantage of vulnerable people. The goal is to foster genuine connection and mutual attraction, not to manipulate others for selfish gain. Remember, women are human beings with their own desires, fears, and vulnerabilities. Treat them with respect and compassion as you apply these psychological insights. The ultimate secret to creating female addiction is this: become so comfortable with yourself that you don't need anyone else to complete you. When you are emotionally self-sufficient, truly at peace with who you are, and living authentically according to your own values, you become magnetic. This isn't about tricks, tactics, or manipulation. It's about a fundamental transformation from the inside out. It's about becoming the kind of man you respect and admire. The journey isn't easy, but it's profoundly worth it. When you commit to this work, you don't just become more attractive to women, you become more attractive to yourself. You start living a life you're genuinely excited about, with or without romantic success. And ironically, it's at this point, when you're fully complete within yourself, that women begin to become addicted to you. Why? Because you now possess the rarest quality in today's world: a man who knows his worth and doesn't require validation from anyone else. This is the secret the dating industry doesn't want you to know. It can't be packaged into a course or a technique. It demands real work, real growth, and real transformation. But for the men willing to do the work, the rewards are extraordinary. You'll not only attract the women you desire, but you'll also become the man you've always wanted to be.